Washington Academy for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Welcome to the 2020 Chicago March for Life. The March for Life Chicago has grown every single year after year after year as we've been making this a bigger regional event all over the nation. So thank you and God bless you for coming out despite the slight drizzle and threat of snow. Thank you for not listening to those exaggerating weathermen and women on the television and the radio who like to make a big deal out of a little bit of rain and snow. My name is Eric Scheidler. I'm the executive director of the Pro-Life Action League, founded in 1980 by my father Joe, who's around here someplace, the godfather of pro-life activism. I know many of you have marched and prayed and rallied with my father over the years, so God bless you for keeping up the fight for so many decades. Our theme for this year's march is Life Empowers. I'd like to invite everybody here to get on social media to expand the impact of this event. One year we had a video from up on high. How many hits did we get on that? Hundreds of thousands of people watched that video, so we can be sharing this rally with 10, even 100, even 1,000 times more people around the country by sharing on social media. Please use the hashtag #MarchForLifeChi. That's with the number 4, #MarchForLifeChi. Now, this is a wonderful event to come to. It's a wonderful day to stand together for the sanctity of life, to stand up and be a voice for our unborn brothers and sisters. But pro-life is not just something we do on one day. It cannot be something we just do on one day in January or on one day in November when the election comes around. We need to stay up with it all the time. So I want to invite you to stay plugged in. Take out your cell phone. I'm going to count to 10 silently while you take your phone out. All right, first what you want to do is take a picture of this crowd. Take a picture that you've got ready to share on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, wherever you're active on social media. All right, now that you got your phone out, you've taken your picture, I want you to text the word MARCH, M-A-R-C-H, to the number 77305. 77305 is the number you're texting. You're texting the word MARCH. This will get you plugged in for March for Life Chicago throughout the year. You'll get announcements of what's happening. You'll find out especially legislatively important alerts and announcements. We're expecting some major battles this year. They are trying to tear down our parental notification law. This law has cut abortion in half for minor girls in our state since it was finally enforced in 2013. You want to be plugged in to find out what's going on in this battle to save parental notice, a life-saving law that they're trying to destroy. Hey, while you're at it, text LIFE, text the word LIFE to 33777. That'll help you stay in touch with my organization, the Pro-Life Action League. We are active protesting Planned Parenthood, praying and doing rallies and things all throughout the year too. So these two numbers, LIFE to 33777, MARCH to 77305, you will be plugged in throughout the year so that your pro-life input, your impact, your empowerment, Life Empowers, will be expanded throughout the year. All right. How many of you here are citizens of the city of Chicago? I grew up here, so I'm going to say woo too. Woo! How many are from the state of Illinois? Outside Chicago or in? Illinois! You know, a lot of my friends from around the country have been condoling over the horrible changes that have happened here. Taxpayer funding, radical expansion of abortion last year, and truly we have a battle on our hands. But we know that Illinois has a pro-life heart. We know that our legislators have ignored the will of the people in passing these bills. Illinois is pro-life no matter what Springfield says and no matter what the media says. Am I right? Illinois is pro-life. But Illinois is not the only pro-life state in the Midwest. Do we have any friends from Iowa here? Iowa, thank you for coming. Indiana, the Hoosier State. Oh, Indiana, we look up to you. Michigan, do we have Michigan here? Our friends from Pro-Life Wisconsin and others from Michigan. How about Wisconsin? I'm sorry, Michigan has Pro-Life. Excuse me, Pro-Life Wisconsin. Are you here, Wisconsin? Let's go back to Michigan. These are a few more people from Wisconsin, but hey, it's closer. You know what though? Altogether, we have at least 13 different states represented here at the March for Life Chicago, including Ohio and many others. All right, thank you so much. God bless you for coming across the country, for traveling to be with us here today. I want to let you know, before our first speaker comes up, we've got donation buckets that are going to be positioned throughout the march. They're black donation buckets. Please make a gift. Because of the weather today, the unpredictability, we had to spend thousands more dollars on sound system and other equipment and other provisions for the weather, as well as some other last minute expenses. Every single dime that you can throw into those buckets will help. Now, I'm not a guy who carries cash around much, right? It's 2020. But sometimes I have some cash, and the strangest things will happen. Someone will need money badly, and I happen to have some cash. I'm gonna say this to you right now. If you have cash in your pocket right now, it's there because your guardian angel got you to put it there. So you can put it in those buckets today, okay? You with me? Put your cash in those buckets to support this incredible event. This is becoming such a massive event. We're still a little bit smaller than the West Coast Walk for Life, but I bet if we all put our heads to it and commit ourselves, we could be the second biggest march in the United States. And I think it's significant that this Supreme Court ruling that we're observing today, that we're mourning today, Roe versus Wade and Doe versus Bolton, happened in the dead of winter. They could have released that ruling in June, and the March for Life would be in nice warm weather all over the country all the time. But God wanted to show something. He had that ruling, if it was going to happen, come down in the middle of winter, so that we could show our commitment year after year after year. We've been out here in the rain. We've been out here when it was minus 10 degrees, and we're here now. Be sure at the end of the march, we're going to walk down Washington, we're going to go down Michigan, and we're going to end up right outside the March for Life convention at the Congress Hotel. Join the inaugural, this is the very first one, March for Life Chicago convention. Right after the march, there's more than 40 pro-life organizations there. The Archdiocese of Chicago will be hosting a Mass at 4 that does satisfy your Sunday obligation if you're Catholic, by Bishop Mans. Everyone is welcome. Of course, as I mentioned, we are here at this time of year precisely because of that Supreme Court ruling, Roe versus Wade, that was handed down in 1973, and its companion case, Doe versus Bolton, that stripped away from our unborn brothers and sisters their natural right to life. And so, I want to ask you to join me in a moment of silence for our unborn brothers and sisters. Let us be silent and remember them.
You guys will never repeal Roe. It's the worst. This movement is so dark. Like, there's no secular justification for the pro-life position. You're being lied to. Every rich person also has abortions. There's just no way that's ever feasible. How many people here have had an abortion? Let's take a poll. Who has had an abortion? You guys are all...
Get out. He isn't. The first 5 minutes.
It's just a little...
Thank you. It's a shame we don't have the time to give a moment of silence. If we gave a half a second to every child, we'd be here for weeks. So many have been lost. But we're committed to saving every one of them. We're also committed to not forgetting those who've been lost. That's why we pause. That's why we pray. That's why we go out to abortion facilities, to reach out and help, but also to mourn for those children. Mourning for the unborn child who's lost to abortion is the only gift they will ever receive this side of eternity, we are privileged to give them that gift. So let us never forget those who have lost their lives to abortion, and also the women who have lost their lives to that horrible choice of abortion. All right, we have a wonderful speaker lineup here today. I ask you please to listen attentively to them. Make sure those of you in the front keep your signs down so that everyone can see and so the cameras can see. We are people of faith, so many different faiths. We have Catholics, Protestants, Orthodox, we have Jews, we have those who don't ascribe to any particular faith. We even have some atheists among us who recognize the human value, the human right, the civil right to life that is destroyed by abortion. We have Republicans and Democrats, we have unaffiliated, we may even have some Green Party folks here, who knows? If you're pro-life, we'll stand together with you. So in that unity, let us respectfully listen to all of our speakers who have so much to share with us. Now I'd like to invite Dawn Fitzpatrick from the Archdiocese of Chicago to come up and share a little bit more with us about this year's March theme.
Welcome to the March for Life Chicago! It is so wonderful to see so many of you who believe in the sacredness of life and know that life empowers, and to be pro-life is also to be pro-woman. This year marks the 100th anniversary of women's right to vote enshrined in our Constitution. Thanks to the hard work of the suffrage movement, which began in the late 1800s. The suffragists who led the movement, including Susan B. Anthony, not only fought for a woman's right to vote, but also for her equality. They recognized women as created equal to men, but uniquely different, with strengths and gifts that only women have to offer. And because of those unique strengths, to the suffragists, the original feminists, abortion was an oppression of the strength of women, unconceivable and a crying evil. We are here today to restore the original view of the feminist. We want to show women that they don't need to destroy unborn children to succeed in life. To empower women to choose life is why we're here. Today, you will hear a number of speakers that will share with you inspiring stories of ways to truly empower women. Thank you again for attending to stand up for the sanctity of life and true empowerment of women, and for making this our best March for Life Chicago ever.
Reverend Dr. Matthew Harrison is our next speaker. Is he here? The Reverend Dr. Matthew C. Harrison is president of the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, leading its nearly 9,000 ordained ministers since 2010. He's a prolific writer with a bachelor's degree from Morningside College, 2 master's degrees from Concordia Theological Seminary, and honorary doctorates from Concordia University, Michigan, and Concordia Theological Seminary. Thank you.
Hey, pro-life Chicago! Enough's enough. 61 million is enough, don't you think? The canards won't hold. If you see a video ultrasound of your child or grandchild even moving in the womb, tell me why another such child, genetically distinct from its mother, should be denied the right to live, dismembered and thrown in the trash. If we're doing prenatal surgery on a child in one operating theater and dismembering one in the other to throw away, this does not make sense, does it? 61 million is enough, don't you think? The canards won't hold. The life movement is diverse. It's not a lockstep group of fanatic automatons. I guarantee you that in this crowd alone, you will find the most diverse views on all current and hot-button issues, political and even religious. If there's one issue which begs to unite us all, it's the issue of equal rights for all, liberty for all, justice for all, and the pursuit of happiness for all. The canards won't hold. Have you had an abortion? You will not find in this group hatred or anger or hostility. Ask the experience of those who are in this very group who have had abortions. There are organizations represented here today who specialize in caring for exactly you. The canards won't hold. This community is more pro-women than any other. Are you facing an unplanned pregnancy? You will find in this community assistance every step of the way. You will find physical help. You'll find housing. You'll find food. You'll find counseling. You'll find adoption services. You'll find services to help you keep the baby if you wish. Slavery was the original sin of this country. It was a denial of the truth and